So hey guys, actually I just want to update you about a project that I do. So this one is not like other videos. In this one, I'm more toward one project that I do from A to Z. So it is not only coding, so it involves SEO, everything. In this project, what I'm trying to do is that, if I imagine you are somebody that you want to work as a freelancer, right? So being a freelancer is not all about just writing code. Okay, so if you go to Upwork and try to write code, there are thousands of people, and lots of people have the willingness to get very low pays. And to be honest with you, my experience with someone like Upwork or Fiverr and those kind of things is that if you beat the lowest, nobody will even hire you because they think that you are a crappy programmer or those kind of things. So what is the solution for getting clients online? To me, is publicity and so on and so forth. So for that one, what you need is definitely SEO optimization. Okay, so content creation and those kind of things. So I tried many things. Okay, after I'm almost trying this one for 1 year. But for me, the thing that worked, it was SEO optimization and so on and so forth. So I have a few clients now on Upwork, but now I'm trying to bring the thing to the next level, and I'm trying to get a client in another field. So this one is a motion control stuff. So because previously I was a control engineer. So although I'm a software engineer, so I did HMI, I did a motion control and robotic and integration, those kind of things as well. Okay, so I'm a multidisciplinary engineer, to be honest with you. So, and this is the reason why I'm trying to test the water to see that whether I can get clients on the control side as well or not, on the robotic side as well or not. So this is the reason that I'm doing new type of content in my channel and so on and so forth. Without further ado, let's go through the thing. So I'm building a project. So I built already so far some portion of the project. However, the project is not fully finished yet. So, but I'm using for this project, I'm using Reactflow, I'm using Next.js, Tailwind, Shadcn. As always, my stack is always Tailwind, Shadcn, and those kind of things. But Reactflow is the first time I'm using Reactflow. I really love Reactflow. I think it's very easy, it's very stable. Okay, if you want to do something complicated, still it is not that straightforward, so you still need to play with it. Yeah, so Reactflow works for me. Oh yeah. So okay, so what is the intention of this website? And in this website, what I'm trying to do is to create free tools. Okay, so SEO friendly tools. If you don't know what is SEO, is a search engine optimization. So I did a few free tools on my website, my other website. I have a very good result with it. It brings a good traffic both to my website and bring good traffic to my YouTube channel. So I want to duplicate the same strategy. So this time I'm doing free tools, free control tools. Between that in robotic tools. I'm bringing those tools in my website, and I want to bring people to my website to use those tools. After that, for example, bring traffic and get more publicity. So this is my strategy. Okay. So I don't know if we'll succeed or not. So you guys can follow me in this journey and see whether this thing, the plan that I'm going, will succeed or not. So as mentioned earlier, also this project have not fully finished yet. To some extent, I have done it. So now I already have the plugin system in place. So later in the next few videos, I'm going to show you how the plugin system is developed. Basic plugin system is not a very big plugin system. Reactflow is already in place. So I already have, for example, I can create, for example, plugins, after that inputs, outputs. So this one is more like a simulator kind of thing, something like a Simulink, like MATLAB, if you know what is MATLAB, those kind of thing. So I'm creating a just online version of that thing for free, so people, they can come to my website and use it. Okay, I have very big plans for this one. I see that how much it succeeds if I can get clients, those kind of things. I want to expand this one a lot. I have very good ideas about can make. My issue is money. If I have money, I have $1 million idea. Okay, so I just don't have to die of hunger. The thing that it is that I'm trying to build the things with Reactflow. With Reactflow, I'm just doing some sort of simulator, draw things here and there. So I started to modify some of the procedures also in my coding style. So previously I was using npm link, for example. Previously, before that, I was using nx, but now I'm fully GitHub submodules, those kind of things. It's been for creating libraries. So this is one of the biggest changes that I did in my stack. So I hated npm links, so aliases. Yeah, they are horrible. They are horrible. So yeah, so I'm changing those. Let's go to what is the motivation for this one. So this one is not a promotional. I'm not affiliated or anything, but the reason that I'm starting this one is because recently I see that the Ahref, they are launching a $29 startup. Now I wanted to buy Ahref for a very long time, But as a SEO guy, previously I was using keyword research. If you know, keyword research is actually, they are very cheap. They are extremely extremely cheap compared to the Ahrefs. The Ahrefs previously was $100 something, but now they have a plan that give you 500 for this kind of thing. So after I getting the tool, I found out that actually there is possibilities for motion control. And after do some research, I find out that for motion control, actually for motion control stuff, those kind of things. So I might have some possibilities to rank in at least YouTube. Okay, so let's check motion profile. So if you see escape motion profile, I'm not ranking. So this is horrible. So I already created few content about this, and as you can see, I'm still not ranking up to number how much. I'm not even in the first pages of the YouTube. Okay, previously I was, previously I was in yes, finally I'm in the first page. Okay, but my ranking is horrible, man. So I'm trying to become rank number one. Okay, for this kind of topic. Okay, so after doing some research, I find out that, for example, on here, what they call it, on the Ahrefs, I found out that okay, there are some possibilities for ranking for these keywords. Although I'm not doing very well, but I'm trying to get rank number one. So if you get rank number one, these kind of things, you can earn a lot of good money, or you can get a lot of good client so far. So and so on and so forth. But I'm working on it. I'm working on it to get rank one. Okay. So, but what is the motivation? So I want to rank for motion control and stuff. Okay, so this is the reason that I launched my first course on Udemy. So I want to create authority for myself, tell the people that okay, I know these things. I really know these things. Okay, but the issue is that, for example, people, they don't know that you know these things, so nobody hire you, right? So you have to tell the people that you know. So now I did a course. After that, the course is quite successful for my first course. So I have 400 students, so that is quite good, and one review, yeah. So I have 400 students and one. So this one, it was quite successful. It's okay, but this is not enough. Okay, so after I started to do my course, what happened to me is that I realized that I have issues. So for example, I want to show things to people, but I don't have any tools and so on and so forth. So I started to build tools show stuff. Okay, so for example, let me show you one of the tools that I built. So with this tool, for example, this one is, so for example, with something like this, for example, you can show, for example, to people, okay, what is the frequency, what is the sine wave, or something like that. So, or for example, something like, for example, tune. If this other tool, for example, you can show people that, okay, for example, what is a step response, this kind of. So this one is more educational. Okay, so you can teach people. Okay. However, I don't want to give people like this. Okay, so everybody can share the code on GitHub, right? So all these things that I'm showing you, it is already in my GitHub. You can go and look at it. So I want to be more proactive. I want to do something that others don't do. Writing a website is a very good way, because the thing that it is that there are lots of people that can share the code on, for example, in Python over there. But for example, imagine, for example, you have an interactive website or something like that. That, for example, the guy can just go easily play and plug and play. Okay, so that makes the things life much easier, right? So I'm trying to do that. Okay, and based on my analysis on the Ahrefs, I have a chance to rank for the tool. Okay, so based on the analysis that I did in Ahrefs and vidIQ, so I'm using for normally for SEO, I'm using two things. Okay, I'm using vidIQ. So on the vidIQ, I check that, okay, for example, what is the keyword that I'm looking for? Is it, for example, a good keyword or not? So for example, can I rank for it or not? For example, for something like this, for example, I'm not ranking. Okay, so for something like this, I'm doing horrible. For something like this, I'm doing horrible. But for example, okay, if for example you do something that I'm good at, okay, so for example YouTube, for example GitHub, for example embed, okay, so for something like this, I'm doing good. Let's see what is my rank. I'm rank 2. And this one is a sponsor. Okay? It means that I'm rank 1. Okay, so this is good. And even in the short, also I rank 2nd and 3rd. Okay, if you go, for example, for something like, for example, Inversify.js, okay, Inversify.js, for example, TypeScript. Okay, for this one also, I believe I will rank. Very good chance that I will rank for this one. Do I rank? Yeah, for this one also I rank, you see. So 133 views and this kind of thing. So I'm ranking for some stuff, I'm ranking. Still, I'm not ranking the best that I want. But you see, for example, in the first page of YouTube, I have a lot of, you see, I have a lot of content. So, and the good thing about me is that I keep everything consistent. Okay, so in one page, when you come, you show a lot to people. Okay, this guy, he doesn't do only one video. You see in the YouTube, they do one video, after that they run away, right? So I'm doing multiple videos and after all same styling, so it tells something to people. Okay, so this guy, he knows his stuff, right? So I'm trying to do something also for motion control, although for motion control stuff I'm not successful yet. It is a more competitive market, there are lots of things is sponsored, even that the people, they pay for it and those kind of things. I wrote this kind of. Okay. So this is the reason that I'm doing this website. So the website that I'm working is the God of Production. Okay, so this one later I will show you how the thing put this kind of thing. You see, I have some nice videos, those kind of things. Okay. So so behind this website, what I'm doing is trying to do blogging and those kind of things too. So I become able to rank. Okay. So I did a lot of blogging, so I'm very familiar with blogging. And for example, last month alone, I had 2K of views and 1K of reach. So this is quite good. Okay. So I'm trying to, but the thing that is on Medium, you cannot to build authority, so you cannot to ask people to pay. So just you are a writer, but what you want to do is that you want to build your own brand. Okay, so this is the thing that I'm trying to do with God of Production. Okay, so I'm trying to build my own. Let me show you some example. I will go through what I'm doing with Reactflow in a future one in more detail. But for example, what I'm doing with Reactflow is that, for example, you can create, just now I show you the other sticker, right? So for example, in Reactflow, for example, you can, for example, build, for example, a sticker like this. Okay. So after that, for example, connect them. Okay. For example, you can add an input. For example, we add input. For example, let's call it input. And after that, save. And after that, let's call an output also. Output. So this one, output. So this one, okay. So save all. So, okay, so I already created, for example, 3 modules. After that, for example, I'm connecting it from one node to another node. So all this one is all open source. You guys can go and see the code, how I'm doing it. Okay. Now I have done all the things for drawing. So now is about to how to execute the thing. So because you have node edges, those kind of things, right? So the execution part haven't done, but the drawing, I would say that although it's not beautiful yet, but the drawing is done. So this is what I'm trying to do. So what I'm trying to do is that I'm trying to do some gamification and those kind of things. So I want to create different challenges. People, they go play with the parameter because, for example, this RS ticket you can do, and for example, edit node, so you can go and play with the parameter, and after that, for example, after playing with the parameter, you can get a different result with it. So what I want to do is that I want to teach people with creating tools, and after that, people, they go play with my tools, and after that, from playing with the tools, they learn that, okay, how the control system works and those kind of things. So I think this one is a good general overview of what I'm trying to do. Yeah, so this one is haven't done yet. Okay, so I already wrote tons of code and the code is also, it is in 2 languages. A very small portion of it is in Python. So this one is only for testing and verification. The rest is in TypeScript. And a lot of code also, I'm using my existing code. So if you guys know me, I'm a domain-driven design. So this leap thing, I wrote it on the past. So I am bring it from other projects. So I make it as sub modules on GitHub, and after that share it between my existing project and here. And as you can see also in here, I have a storybooks. So if you see this storybooks is from my existing project. So I'm expanding my existing project. So now even my existing project that I wrote in the past now have access to these tools. Fun, right? So yeah. So this is the benefit of writing a lot of library, those kind of things, making everything modular. Okay. So yeah, so it has a lot of benefit. The way that I'm doing the thing is very interesting. So if you guys want something more advanced, okay. So, and for example, something more impressive, I think this one is a good project to follow. Okay. So this one would be the introduction. In the next videos, I will discuss about the rest of the thing, how the things is assembled, those kind of things. So this one is only the introduction. So you guys also can do something like this as a portfolio project for your, for example, finding clients in Upwork or something like that. Exactly like what I'm doing. I'm doing it for control. You guys can do something like this. Maybe, for example, I don't know, for example, finding AI clients or something like that, right? AI clients, I don't know, blockchain clients or something like that. But the whole idea is this, okay? The name of the game is this one, always you remember, okay? The name of the game is SEO, 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 okay? Search engine optimization, okay? For this kind of jobs, okay, you want to be in rank number 1, okay? Not rank number 2, okay? Rank number 1, okay? And this kind of things, for example, YouTube, for example, YouTube videos, and after that, Udemy courses, after that, for example, blogging, after that, writing your own website, these things all help to rank in terms of SEO, okay? And people get to know you, okay? And for example, get followers and those kind of things. So for example, imagine you have, for example, 400, for example, now I have 400 students in, for example, Udemy, okay? It is much easier to go and convince a customer that, okay, I'm somebody and give me the job, compared to somebody that have 0 students, okay, have 0, for example, following in, for example, YouTube. So these things, it help you, okay? So you need to rank, okay? And for getting, for example, 400, you have to rank, okay? How to rank? It means that when somebody search in the search engine, okay, for example, something like YouTube or Google, you want to rank number 1, okay? This is the name of the game. One thing that I forgot to add is this, okay? Google or YouTube does not care about that how many employees you have, who is your father, how much money you have, how many years of experience you have, okay? None of these things matter, okay? To Google and YouTube and those kind of things, all these search engines, okay? SEO optimization matter the most, okay? How much people they watch your stuff. After that, for example, how much content you have about this topic, or is the topic that you are working on, is it a niche or something like that, okay? So this is very important, and this is the reason why you have to, there are a lot of opportunity. And especially what I found out is that big companies, okay, they cannot see SEO, okay? So they don't understand how SEO works. This is the reason that there are opportunities for a small player like us. You have not to lose this opportunity, okay? Yeah, you can earn a lot of good money with SEO. I believe that, okay? I'm not, like, for example, super successful with SEO, but with SEO, at least I'm doing better than what I was before. So yeah, this was the video. If you like this one, please share, like, and subscribe. So thank you and have a good day. Bye.